Okay, a very good morning, grade 7. Please open this worksheet that I've given it to you as review, and let's start off. It's a bunch of mixed questions. Now, the first question says, which statement about greenhouse gases is correct? Whether they are caused by acid rain, or they are produced by photosynthesis, or they generate heat when they react with sunlight, or here it is that they reduce the loss of heat from earth. So the answer is D. The correct answer is D. Now let's come to question number 2. Which statement describes the metallic character of elements in period 2 of the periodic table? Now, we know that the horizontal lines or the sleeping lines, that is called the period. And always, if you go back to what I've told you in the periodic table, on the left hand side always are the metals. So, and on the right hand side, it is the non-metals. So, which one is that? The first and last elements in this period are metals, or the metallic elements are in the center of the period, or the metallic elements are on the left of this period, or the metallic elements are on the right of this period. The metallic elements are always on the left of any period. Okay. Then, question number 3. A. This 6.3, please ignore that figure number. It shows a hot air balloon being prepared for flight. A fuel burner produces hot gases and the balloon fills with the hot gases and the balloon rises up into the air. You can see there. Yeah? Okay. Now, state the name of the method of thermal energy from the fuel burner upwards into the balloon. Upwards into the balloon. What are the 3 modes of transfer of heat? It is conduction, convection and radiation. Yes, but you remember we've spoken about the convection currents, how from the sea the currents come to the land. So here the transfer is by convection. Okay, not by radiation. Okay, sorry. Let's get back. Now, that's it for 1. Next is question 3b. Read this question carefully. When the balloon has been filled with hot gases, okay, anything that's hot will rise up. So this also rises up into the air. Explain why the fuel burner has to be used again at intervals. Means, why do you have to keep using the fuel burner to keep producing the hot gases? To keep the balloon fully inflated. Inflated means it should be with the air. Okay, so we are not filling in normal air, we are filling it with hot gases. Okay, now did you understand? They are saying that the hot air balloon has to keep flying. So if it has to keep moving, we have to keep switching on the fuel burner at intervals. At intervals means after continuous time, maybe after half an hour or 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So that, why do we have to keep using the fuel burner? So that the balloon is still big with the hot gases. Now, here, what is the answer? See, gases, they cool by heat transfer, isn't it? Anything that is hot, the hot gas will transfer the heat to the surrounding. Okay, and the cool gases from the surrounding will come and make the hot gases cool. Correct? When this happens, what will happen to the gas volume? When the gas is hot, the volume is more. When the gas is cold, the volume is less. So if the volume is less, what will happen to the inflation? Will the balloon be fully blown? No, it will shrink and that will cause a problem. Then they can fall down. Okay, please understand that the hot gases are needed to keep it inflated and whatever hot gases, after some time, if you don't keep burning the fuel, then these hot gases will transfer to the surroundings, making the surroundings warm, but in turn it will become cooler. So it has to be switched or worked each time after some interval. Next is complete the following sentences about the energy changes that occur. What happens here? As the fuel burns, what kind of energy does the fuel store? Yes, I can hear. It is chemical energy. Correct? Now, explain why people in the basket underneath. Where are the people standing? The people are standing underneath and the hot air is on top. Underneath the balloon can feel the heat from the fuel burner as the fuel burns. How can they feel? Because anything that is hot will radiate. Yes, or any hot object we know also gives out infrared radiation. So you can just write because there is transfer of heat by radiation, or you can also say that infrared radiation is given out. Okay. Next, let's come to the next question, question number 4. Now, electricity can be obtained from the energy in water behind a hydroelectric dam. Hydro means with water. What are they producing? They are producing electricity. Now, is this energy resource renewable? You know what is renewable energy? Renewable is something that we can renew, make it again and again. And in which form is its energy stored? So, first, is it renewable? No. So that itself is wrong. Hydroelectricity, because it's coming from a dam. So it is renewable. And what is the form of energy that is stored when any object is high up? It is always gravitational potential. So it is D. Okay. It is renewable and there is gravitational potential energy. Come to question 5. On a summer's day. Yes, now it's summer. So on a summer's day, hot air rises above the hot roofs. This is the normal process. What is the name of this process? This is concentration. See, all the answers start with C and they end with shun. Well, condensation we know is the opposite of evaporation. Conduction we know that it happens between solids. Okay, and the next is convection. So which one do you think is the correct answer? It is D, that is convection. Question number 6 is aluminium is used in overhead power cables. Okay, you know the big things that we have to transfer the power cables, they are made up of aluminium. Now the aluminium alloys, what are alloys? Alloys are mixture of metals. What are alloys? Alloys are mixture of metals. Now aluminium alloys are used in aircraft bodies. Okay, so state the physical property of aluminium that makes it suitable for use in power cables. So because it has to travel a very long distance, what would be the answer? The first one is 1, because they are good conductors of electricity, and second is also because they are strong. The second one is explain why aluminium alloys rather than pure aluminium are used in aircraft bodies. Now alloys, they are not using pure aluminium, but they are using aluminium alloys. Okay, the first important reason is that these alloys, they are not eaten up or they don't corrode. Yes, and they are also very capable of tolerating high temperature because we are using them to make aircraft, that is the aeroplanes. Plus, the alloys make it stronger. Yes, I hope it's clear. Now, if you have any doubt, please feel free to get back to me. Now, question number 7. Question number 7 is which row in the table describes an alkali? Alkali, I told you, is like Examples are sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. Okay, so they are soluble in water and they react with acid. We know it. So A and C not possible because it's showing that it does not react, okay, with acid. You know that alkali and acid react to form salt and water. Okay, so which is the probable answer? It's between B and D. It is soluble and it reacts. Okay, so the correct answer is D. Next, question number 8. Now read this question very carefully. A car is driven on a long journey along a horizontal road. Horizontal means a plain road. The car stops several times on the journey and its engine becomes hot. Which type of energy remains constant during the journey? A, the chemical energy in the fuel. Do you think that will remain constant? No, because the fuel is being used. Okay. Second, the gravitational potential energy of the car. Possible, think about it, because the gravitational potential energy is related to the height at which the object is. Now, the kinetic energy of the car? No, the kinetic energy means the movement. So sometimes it can move, the speed may be more, sometimes the speed may be less. Or the thermal energy of the engine. Do you think the thermal energy of the engine would be the same throughout the journey? No. As we start the engine, thermal energy is less. But after running for a long period of time, the engine will obviously have more thermal energy. What are they asking you? They are asking which type of energy remains constant. So the obvious answer is B, that is the gravitational potential energy. Why gravitational potential energy? Because you see here that the car is driven on a long journey along a horizontal road. Okay. Now, next, question number 9 is there listed some changes. Okay. Which of these are physical changes? Physical changes, obviously this is quite easy. Boiling and evaporating. Why? Because decomposing and oxidizing, these are chemical changes. And biochemical. Decomposing is biochemical change. Now, question number 10. Write 2 advantages of using glass as a storage container. Glass as a storage container because it is transparent, it could be colored, and the very important thing is it can be recycled. So you are not really creating any havoc to the environment. I hope this is clear to all of you. I haven't written it down. Now listen to the video and then write it down in the worksheet or in your notebook. Put the date of the worksheet, the heading of the worksheet, and that would be clear to you. These questions are very important. Okay. So kindly go through it. Thank you. Have a great day.